Yeah, hello guys. You are welcome to Easy Tech Academy. You are welcome. All right. So, today, guys, so you can see the phone before me today. So this Tecno KI5, Tecno KI5. So, it was brought by technician. Okay. So the complaint is that it's not charging, not charging. Okay. So according to the complaint of the technician, so you have bought another new downboard, let me see, subboard. Okay, so he has bought another new subboard, but yet the phone is not charging. So this is the subboard that is inside the phone before. So we try to change it with another new subboard, but yet it's not charging. So now he tried to brought it here. Okay, so let's try to check step by step. All right, so I'm going to insert the charger. So let's check whether it's charging or not. Okay. All right. So now I've inserted the charger. So no signal of charging, no indicator, no any signal of charging. So that's funny, right? Okay. So guys, let's try to troubleshoot it step by step. So no signal, no any indicator that is charging. Okay. So let's try to check it step by step. All right. Okay, so now I will not remove the charger, so because you have to check this in hot testing. Okay, all right. So now you can see that the charger is insert to it. Okay, so now I'm going to check. I will put my multimeter to DC mode. All right. Okay, so now I've put my multimeter to DC mode. So I will try to check. Let's try to track the footage. So now the footage, the 5 volts is coming from this charging port. Okay, um, because this is not a follow-com uh, subboard. Okay, so there must be a diode here, but this is not a follow-com board. So we have to have we're supposed to have 5 volts here. So let's check whether the 5 volt is coming. Okay, so look at the multimeter. Let's try to check it. So now you can see that we have 5 volts here. So the 5 volt is coming here. That 5 volt is coming here. All right, so that's good. So now you are going to check if the 5 volts that is coming from here reach this connector. Okay, so let me detach the charger. So let me detach it. So now I will try to detach this connector also. So that's how to troubleshoot. Okay, so now I will insert the charger again. So we want to know what exactly is the problem. Okay, so let's check whether the 5 volts is coming here. Okay, so let's check. Let's try to check. Okay, this ground. So the 5 volt is reaching this connector. Okay, so this means that from the charge port to this connector, so the fibers line is good. Okay, so now let's try to plug it. Okay, all right, so I've tried to plug it. So let's check whether the fibers is reaching this main board. Okay, this main board. So this is the fibers test point. Okay, so let's try to check if we get a 5 volts here. Okay, so let's try to check. So unfortunately the 5 volt is not reaching the main board. Okay, it's not reaching the main board. All right, so what is the problem? So this means that our subboard is clear, it's working fine. So we have checked, so the fibers ray is working fine. Okay, so now let's try to track the footage along the flex. Okay, so I will try to remove this battery. So I will remove the connector. All right, so let's try to check. So this is the fibers ray. along the flex. So you can see very thick, very thick. So because it is a high voltage line, so that's why it's very thick. It's a thick line compared to others. Okay, so it's a thick line. Okay, so that means that the line is coming to this place. Okay, so let's check whether the 5 volt is reaching there. Okay, so the other side of the connector is a ground. So this side is a ground. So this one is our fibers. Okay, so let's try to check. Let's try to check. So unfortunately, the so unfortunately the 5 volt is not reaching the flex. Okay, all right, so I think the problem is clear. This means that there is a problem with this flex. Okay, there is a problem with this flex, and the technician have bought another new down board. You can see, so you have checked with another new down board. So if we check with this down board also, let's try to check with this down board. Okay, so that's good. So I've put a new down board to it. So that's the new subboard. So let me insert the charger. Let me try to insert the charger. All right, so now, so let's check. So you know that I told you that if it's a follow com board, um, they will put a diode to it. But for this damn board, this is a new damn board, right? So the other board, you know, we have different damn board in markets. Okay, there are sometimes you will see the diode, there are sometimes you will not see the diode. Okay, and I really prefer this kind of damn board, so I love it. So notwithstanding, it will work. Okay, for the design it will work. Okay, but I love the one that come with a diode. All right, so now let's try to check. So the 5 volt is also coming here. You can see the 5 volt is coming, but let's check the top board. If the 5 volt is reaching there, so in order to make sure that the problem the fault that we find is clear, I think you understand what I'm trying to do. Okay, so we want to know whether we are the one that is correct or the technician that's checked with another board. Okay, so that's why we are comparing it. All right, so now let's try to check. Let's try to check. So this is the test point. Now the 5 volt is not getting to the top board, the main board. So this means that the 5 volt ray has been cut along the flex. Hope you get it. So guys, I want to tell you one thing. You will see that there are some technicians. That's why knowledge is very important. You see, some technician, they will just think that any phone that is not charging, they will just run a jumper. No, don't do that. You must have a condition for jumpering your work. You must know that that condition requires it. For example, now we are going to use a jumper. Okay, we are going to use a jumper because this condition requires it. Not that you just conclude and use try and error. No, you have to carry out the troubleshooting step. Hope you understand. So not all not charging issue, you can just run jumper from this diode. You know, maybe if you watch YouTube, you watch some video, you just see that they run jumper from here and they do it anyhow. No, you have to make your troubleshooting step. Okay, so now we are going to run the jumper. So we have concluded that that 5 volt ray has cut along the flex. Okay, All right, so now I've run the jumper, so I'll do the jumper. Okay, hope you can see. All right, so I have run the jumper here. You can see. All right, so now let's check whether the phone is going to charge or not. Wow, so now you can see the indicator light. So now it's charging. Okay, so it's charging. So the problem I've solved. Okay, all right, so hope you enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed this video, so try to click like button and follow this channel for more knowledge. All right, so love you guys, so see you later. All right.